Hi friends, Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Welcome, welcome. I am in my sales room and I thought I would just hang out with my friends while I do some packaging. I'm working on invoicing and packaging from a, oh my gosh, 3-day in a row sale. Something I never thought I would do, but I did. And so I'm working on invoicing. Today is Saturday. I was working on this on Friday after the last sale. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday sold. Friday afternoon after the sale, I started organizing some things and decided to take the rest of the day off with I had a massive headache. Anyways, so that leaves me today, Friday or Saturday. By the time you see this video, this will all be shipped off. Anyways, I'm putting together some little, just little paper thank you packs for all, for anyone that purchased paper, coffee dye paper from me. I'm putting a little thank you paper pack in their envelope as well, along with whatever else I'm putting in there. Anyways, I'm only doing it for people that purchase coffee dye paper because then I know that they like coffee dye paper and the smell doesn't bother them. I always worry that if somebody doesn't like the smell of it, I don't want to send it to them. They're just like, oh my gosh, why did she do that? You know? So it's just a few little papers. I didn't have these in the sale. This is a German notebook that I did. And this piece right here is perforated. And when you take it off, it makes another little fun piece. I feel like it can look like a film strip, a train track, whatever. This was from my weekly planner, calendar thing I had for a long time. And, but the back side, if you don't care for that, which my personal preference is not, I don't care for the coffee dyed on this side, but I like this side. So that is why I did it. But I'm going to put it up like this for you. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day and doing what they love. This is also another piece of paper is going in here. So it's a little 4-pack is all it is. This is already, this came, what is that called? When you have the line already indented in there, scored. It's got a scored line. It's got 2 punch holes. You don't have to use them that way. I don't. I do whatever I want. Anyways, so you just have like a little 4-pack. And then I'm going to slide it in these envelopes here, these little packages. And it's just a little extra thank you. So this is, if anyone purchased paper, then they will get, this little stack here. Just a little fun thing to play with. And then I also, of course, with anyone that makes a purchase with me, of course, I'm always going to put another little gift in there. So you'll get that as well. This is just for if you purchase paper, you'll get this on top of that. Okay, how many times can I say that? I don't know, but I think if I counted right, I'll know when I'm done. When I put everything in the envelopes, I'll know when I'm done. If I counted right, I should be making, I think, 15 of these, but we'll see. So, just hanging out, just at home, trying to get stuff done. Trying to work on, I was making some more purple papers. So I've been let me get these ones filled up first before I lose my track here. I needed to get some more purple papers dyed. So I've been testing with some other things. So the re-dipping, different types of ways to lay my ink down, and the pressing, the flipping, the monitoring. Anyways, they're coming out beautifully. Oh my gosh, so pretty, pretty, pretty. And so I'll definitely have some for my own stash, thank goodness, because I didn't think I was going to have any. And then I also have some for my amazing mama cat from Fred Cat. So I'll have those in her pack. And yeah, so there you go. There you have it. I just want to say thank you also to everyone, whether you shopped or not, just for coming and hanging out. The support was tremendous, and it's just so amazing to have so many friends and so many people that really just care about the community that we're in and that are there for each other. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who was able to and wanted to make a purchase, because that is also a really big thing. I mean, what's the point of doing sales if you're not selling anything? I have so much to sell, so much. Well, did I do that one right? Yes. I have so many things. Anyways, I was just talking to Jason earlier today, this morning. I was like, so I was thinking, a while back, and there's a video on my YouTube channel here somewhere. He bought a camper, like a camper thingy, right? And it has a toy hauler thingy, like a little thing on the back. Well, he bought it and he thought, okay, I'm just going to get this to remodel it. And see, we're a lot, me and him, we're a lot the same. We think we're going to do all these things, but then we forget, then we remember how old we are and how much time we actually have and how slower we are, how much more slower we are. So anyways, all that to say, this thing needs a lot more work than he had anticipated. And I caught him. He's looking at campers again for purchase. And so I know how he works. That means he's going to end up getting a different one. So I thought, before he buys this other one, before he takes this one and does whatever he's going to do to it, I was going to say burn it. I don't know what he would do with it. I asked him, I said, hey, because we ended up moving it during the summer into our backyard. We had so much company, and you know, that happens. And I feel like every year we're starting to get more and more company. This last summer, we were jam-packed. Anyways, I said, we ended up using it for a guest room, one of the guest rooms. So he pulled it up all the way up from the lower part of our property up to the top part, put it in the backyard. And so we have electricity to it, but we don't have it hooked into a septic or anything like that. So I think that's something he can do down the line here, but that isn't even my thing. We just told everybody that stayed in there, we're just leaving. You just, you know, if you don't want to go outside, just come in the house. The back door is open, it's unlocked. We have a really pretty porch light that we leave on all night long in the backyard, so they'll be able to get in the house to use the restroom. Plus, whoever comes, and if they have pets that they don't want, like, in the house, because we're pet friendly, they can have their pets in there. They can have them in our house, too, but anyways. So anyways, going and back to what I'm getting, this is what I wanted to tell you about, though. So I told him, I said, hey, I was thinking, I don't really know how much work the trailer or the camper thing needs, but this is just a suggestion. I was thinking, what if it doesn't need as much work just to become an extra guest room? Like if you just have to fix the roof or whatever it needs to be fixed, so that it's manageable for just an extra guest room. I'm technically, without saying the word shed, that's kind of what I'm asking for. Not that I need an extra workspace. That's not what I want. I'm looking for the toy hauler. I would like to get all my stuff out of the garage that he has already crept in on anyways. And since I'm cleaning it out and getting rid of all of my Halloween stuff, everything that I don't use anymore, I have my own little thrift store in there. I need to get that all figured out and downsized or getting rid of it because I'm not touching it anymore. It's not where I'm at in my life. I don't work with the smalls. I'm not repurposing and reselling all that stuff anymore. I'm not doing it. So I don't think I ever will. Anyways, and I said, well, then the toy hauler part, I go, because there's a door on it from the inside, and there's a door on the inside when you go in the trailer, but there's a door on the outside. I said, I can use that. So as I'm going through all my stuff in my room down here also, but out in the garage, because I have more stuff that's coming home. When I go through all these things, I can just put my bins in there. And I said, I will give you the garage, though. I said, you'll have the whole garage for yourself. I go, his eyes got big when I said that. When I was saying everything else, he was just kind of looking at me like, oh my gosh, are you seriously giving me more work? And I said, so when I said that part, his eyes, I guess they didn't get big as much as his facial expression just changed. It was intrigued, like, I go, I know. Okay, this is how I do it. I know. It probably is too much, and it's probably not something that we can do. I know that, but I was just thinking, and I thought I might as well just say it out loud because you never know. I said, but I'm totally okay. I get it if you can't do it. Wasn't that so tricky? Oh my gosh. Where's that paper at? I don't want to send one that's already... The whole point of when you give a free gift, you don't want it to be messed up. So hopefully I'm looking at these all good. Anyway, so that's my plan. I'm hoping that he'll do that because I also have one of our properties that we haven't been working on yet, but I think he's going to be working on it maybe this next spring, possibly, at least getting it started. Because, you know, there's permits, all these different things. So when one property, while we're waiting for one thing to get through permits and get some, you know, certain things done, the electrical reset, all that kind of stuff, the well redone, the septic's redone, all tested, all the, you know, all those things, it takes time. So since he has 2 different properties to work on, then he can work on one while the other one is doing its business, you know, and so forth. So anyways, I have stuff over there. All that to say, I have boxes and boxes of stuff over there from all the estate sales because I had nowhere to put it. So he's like, oh, let's just put it there. Well, I think that was kind of a mistake in a way, in the sense that out of sight, out of mind. And so I just kept shopping, which was fine. There's a season for it. But I have so much stuff, you guys. But I keep saying but, okay, I do. I have so much stuff, but I got such great prices with all this stuff. So I will have sales and sales and sales coming to you, and I think they're going to be, I feel like I'm doing good pricing. You have to tell me, do you like my pricing? Do you think my stuff's overpriced? I don't feel like it's overpriced. I feel like I'm doing good. Like I said, I just wanted, I don't want to, I'm more in the 2 fast nickels versus 1 slow dime. There are some items that I know that they are a higher value. I may have a bigger attachment to it somehow too. And so those ones will be a higher price. And then I figure at this point, when that happens, if they sell, they were meant to go. And if they don't sell, then I was meant to hang on to them, whether it's for me to use or for me just to keep hanging on to, right? Like, that's sometimes just the way it is. Anyways, and then I was looking behind me as I was doing this, getting everything ready here and getting things packaged up. I was like, why don't I have any room in here? I keep selling stuff, but I keep getting less room. I don't know what's happening. And then I realized my bookshelf behind me, I have 2 whole, well, maybe even 3 now, shelves that are filled with like real vintage stuff. I've got, and I forgot, you guys remember that I have, do you remember? I forgot until recently when I was talking to someone that I have children's books in French. Children's books in French. Why have I not brought those out yet? I know, it's because I've been super busy and I just keep going. So anyways, so I need to get those moved out. Let's see, here we go. Aren't these little packs? I think these packs are cute. I hope you like them when you get your little paper pack. I know it's not a ton of paper. It's just a little thank you for trying out my coffee dye paper. And then the reason why I didn't put these in the sale is because they have such different splotches and markings. And I wanted you to see them in person because the videos never do them justice. They just don't. Like, but this one, like, I honestly don't care for the side. Some people might. It's just I'm not. I guess if I cut it up in strips, you know, I might use that. But that side, I will use. Coffee dye, you know, how do you go wrong? Look at these. They're so pretty. And this even has some German on it. There you go. So a little foreign. This paper pack may be a little foreign to you. I know, I'm so funny. I'm kidding. Well, I have been super busy, and I'm trying to get ready for that trip to North Carolina. I actually went and got all my vitamins, just the little things. I'm trying to do little things, like things that I know I'm going to want packed and ready to go that just take up time, all those little time things. One of them is there's things that I don't, like my vitamins. Like I know what vitamins I take every day. I know that I'm going to need my supply. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to fill my little things up right now and get that stuff done. So I'm just doing little tiny things like that. And then I like a certain coffee. I'm not a big coffee connoisseur. I have my 1 cup in the morning, so does Jason. But I know it's going to sound gross to people who love coffee, but we drink instant coffee. I had to switch from percolated because it was like, I don't know, it was doing something soury to me. I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like it, so I couldn't drink it. And so I went to instant. Whoops, come on. And I know I can buy instant coffee wherever I go. But the one thing I know when I'm traveling is that I don't want to stop at a grocery store first off. Unless it's like a girls trip or girls weekend. Like, I don't want to do that. And I know I'm going to want my coffee. So I just pack my coffee. I just pack a jar of it. And that way, if we need more, we can go to the store. But one little jar in my case. So things like that. Like, I'm just getting, those are the kind of things I'm getting ready. North Carolina is not going to be a shopping trip. I can't say that I won't go shopping, but that's not what the trip is intended for. I am spending time with my auntie and, of course, my cousins, but I'm going there to see my auntie. Well, and then be there for my cousins, too, but I want to see her. She's doing good. So far, she's still doing good, and, but, you know, she's getting older, and when you have stuff like that happen to you, like I read, I know, oh, that one's a little bit torn too. So I need to get one, I need to get 2 more of these. I'm going to go put these back in my stash because I don't mind. I'll use them if they're torn. I know everybody else will too. You can tear it on your own though. Alrighty. Got my 2 more pieces here. And then, just go through and count all the coffee dye, all the paper purchases, because all my papers that I do them with coffee. I'm not a tea dyer. I'm definitely a coffee dyer. I love the look of it. I love the consistencies I can get with it. I love the smell of it, and so therefore I will be coffee. I will be the coffee gal, the coffee dyeing gal. And there. That way you know where to open your package too. I did learn through all these sales that some different ways, as I was doing it 3 days in a row, on how to keep track of things. However, I didn't figure it out until at the very end. But hopefully I'll remember for next time. Just it's an easier way for me. Every sale, I think I'm learning more and I'm getting better. Both on the camera and also off the camera, because there's the after. There's the before the camera, there's the during the camera, and then there's the after the camera. So before the camera is just prepping, cleaning up, prepping, getting your stuff ready, your stacks, knowing what the prices are, having it set, all those kinds of things. During the camera is just making sure you have a place to, you know, for me anyways, this is my process. I don't know anybody else's is. Making sure I have a place to put everybody's stuff. I do have bags and stuff ready on the side, but not everything can just go sit in those bags. Like, I can't sell paper and then stuff it in that bag and then sell hard and heavy things and then throw it in that bag. So I don't want to wreck the paper. And I'm not really bagging. Well, I guess I did in this last one, but that worked out, keeping that separate anyways. And then there's the after the camera. After the camera is, look at that, isn't that pretty? I love that. And I think I'll start doing this and have my coffee dye. Now that I'm doing the coffee dye papers and the colored papers, I think I'll just have packs ready. In the future, you may also see in some of these little freebie packs, you might start seeing the colors also, maybe future colors. I have all kinds of ideas. Jason loves watching me do all the coffee dyeing. He likes to watch, not me, I don't know. Well, I catch him looking at me, but he likes watching the papers do their thing, and how I'm laying them out. And he's been very inspiring to me, or he inspires what does he do? He gives me feedback as it's happening, like, oh, that's really pretty. Oh, I really like that one. So it's just fun. Anyhow, I told him, I said, you know what I need to do is if I'm going to have like pre-colors later on, maybe start sending, I don't know, like little packs. I don't know. Goodness gracious, I'm all over the board. All right. Anyhow, so this is going to go, if you purchase coffee dyed paper or colored, all my papers are coffee dyed. If you purchase a paper pack from me at all, you will be getting one of these packs in your package. And then everybody will be getting a little gift of some sort. They're all different. I mean, some of them might be the same, but they're really all different. It's just whatever I'm grabbing. I used to want to make stuff all the time. I mean, I guess I still do, but I don't have time. So I don't have time. Here's some more of that Edwardian Depression era lace. It's got some coffee dye on here, not a whole lot. It's got some markings up here too. So this I just brought back down here. I'm not going to coffee dye with it anymore. I might. Let me know what you think. Should I coffee dye it and sell more pieces? Or should I just leave them as is so you can do what you want and then sell more? Because I have more of this lace that I can cut up into those pieces, those sizes that we had. Which I probably should measure one so I know, and then I can do it again. So like this one already has coffee dye. I can just take it back up there. See how beautiful it is? It's just so pretty. So pretty. Yeah. Yeah, let me know what you think. You think if you want me to do more coffee dye and if you think there's more interest. I sold out of those packs, by the way. So I don't know if everybody got one. I don't even remember. But if you are wanting one or if you're wanting more, if you're wanting it without coffee dye so you can do your own kind of dyeing, because apparently it takes color, so you can probably do all kinds of things with it. This one right here has a little bit of like ink transfer or dye transfer, so I know it's going to take color. It will take color. Oh, maybe I should do that. Should I make some like some green and red? That would be pretty for Christmas, wouldn't it? And I know not everybody wants to do their own dyeing, so there's that option. I don't really want to get into fabric dyeing, but if I'm using this, whatever I'm using at my table with my paper, if it involves fabric, then that's when I'll get the fabric dyeing. But I will not be doing fabric dyeing. It's more labor intensive, and I need more space to do it, and I prefer paper. All that to say, I just prefer paper. Anyways, okay, so thanks for hanging out with me and helping me get those paper packs together. I hope everybody enjoys their order, and then I think, was there something else I wanted to say? I don't remember. You know what? Let's finish off this. Let's finish off this with a little positive saying here. I love doing these on my lives. I have a different pack that I use for those, and then this is what I usually do for my sales, but we're in the sales room, so this is where we're at. So let's grab one. Let's see. I could use a little positive saying today to live by. Be patient with yourself. Isn't it funny? I feel like I always say like, oh my gosh, it just knew exactly. But honestly, I think any one I pulled out of there could have been for today. Be patient with yourself. And as I said that, I want to do a second one. So let's do that. Focus on your vision. How well they go together. Be patient with yourself. Focus on your vision. I think that was the answer to this, my friends. Anyhow, thank you so much for hanging out with me and keeping me company while I put together some little goodie bags. I'm excited for you to get your orders. And if you would like to shop with me in the future and see the types of things that I'm bringing, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss out on anything. And also, yeah, check on my community post page. I don't know that it pops up on all the time to be a visible thing, but I do post things in there on sales to come. I do my sales YouTube live, so I don't have a way to do a scheduled event. I don't use a streaming service. I just YouTube live. All right, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.